even matters what's about to happen for these 4 quarters or more. Everything we want is still right here. You gotta go take it.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
The Las Vegas Raiders have been damned by their own mistakes on offense this season. The defense hasn't been great, but they got them the ball back with a chance to win in every loss. Untimely mistakes by unlikely players on offense have done them in. It was a sack fumble at the end of a game Derek Carr threw 3 interceptions in Week 1. It was a fumble by Hunter Renfrow returned for a touchdown in Week 2. It was a drop by Darren Waller turned interception in Week 3. Then after a win in Week 4, it was 2 mistakes by Davante Adams on the last 2 offensive plays in Week 5. The Raiders would be 5-0 if not for those untimely errors on offense. Those players ain't going to keep making those mistakes, and after the bye, they got the Houston Texans, New Orleans Saints, Jacksonville Jaguars, Indianapolis Colts, and Denver Broncos coming up. So they can go 5-0 in those games and get right back in the AFC West race. They did some things against the Chiefs that showed me they're going to break that dam on offense. So don't give up on the Raiders just yet. Josh Jacobs has won the new regime over, in part because of his vision. He sees the backside hole but has to force the design gap so center Andre James can combo off onto the linebacker. Now you see everybody's block that needs to be blocked for that cut to work, and he's going to burst through that hole. And he's giving out punishment to finish his runs. And that takes me to my next point about him, which is yards after contact. The first defender to show up in the hole hardly ever makes the tackle. Here he's going to break 2 tackles before he's finally brought down. Oh, hit the B button on him. On this one, he's going to break a tackle and burst for the rest of his 37-yard run. Jacobs had 154 yards in this touchdown rushing on 21 carries on the day. Jacobs also chipped in on the passing game. Here's a nice little screen to beat a blitz. There's a penalty on this play, but it still shows you how easily he catches the ball now after working so hard on his hands. As elusive as Jacobs is, you gotta get him these short throws and see what he can do in space. Oh, makes 2 guys miss on 1 cut there. Oh, and avoid his stiff arm at all costs. That boy's kinda strong. Jacobs also chips in on the passing game by picking up blitzes. Carr has to get out of the pocket and throw it away on this play, but Jacobs did his part. Forget about the play Adams and Renfrow ran into each other. This is the play Adams should have and always makes before that. I'll just say it's been a weird season for the Raiders so far. But this is what it's all about, using Adams off of Jacobs in the running game. Waller and Renfrow can eat from there. This is a brilliant call on 4th and 1 by head coach Josh McDaniels to get Adams one-on-one down the field. On this one, he's going to be right there for Carr when he gets in trouble. Oh, and don't avoid Adams just because he's going to get double teamed a lot. He can beat double teams, like this one right here. He's going to mesmerize both of these defenders because he has so many moves they don't know what he's going to do. But this is just a simple stutter go, and he's gone. Adams had 124 yards and 2 touchdowns on 3 catches on the night. When you have Jacobs and Adams going, you're going to have Carr going, who was his normal accurate self, putting the ball between guys. He had his deep ball going too. This one he kind of slowed down because Adams was so wide open. And this one, Carr climbs the pocket on and hits him right in stride. And he's no longer the sitting duck he was in week 1. He's getting out of the pocket and making things happen. People are going to argue that he should have ran on this one, but he picked Josh Jacobs over himself, which isn't a bad choice. Jacobs almost always makes the first guy miss, but not this time. Carr's going to get away from Frank Clark just enough to check it down to Brandon Bolden on this one. Carr's going to get to running on this one. He only picks up 3 yards, but it's better than a loss of 7-10. On this one, Carr shows he can think fast on his feet a little bit. And that picks up a first down. It's not a 4th down like the defender says it is. Oh, and people were crying before that sack fumble got called back. Carr has no pocket presence. But please allow me to show you what Carr was seeing right quick. Mack Hollins is open deep. It could have been a touchdown, and he's locked on the Carr's radar. So he was going to throw it to him, but he got sacked. Jermaine Illuminor has to do better than that, period. Oh, and don't think I wasn't going to mention the officiating. It's like the refs gave the Raiders a dummy call in the first half so they can screw them in the second half. Y'all already know I don't like saying the refs are against the Raiders, but Monday night was horrible. That missed field goal turned touchdown due to a defensive holding call when the offensive player was the one that held hurt. But I'm not going to put too much of this on the officials because if Adams makes that catch at the end, the Raiders win the game. But Adams along with Renfro, Waller, and Carr are going to make those plays the rest of the season. So don't give up on the Raiders yet. They're going to break that dam and go on a run. Thank you for watching. See you next time.